rush the people off to a concentration camp and then take their wealth. I mean, come on. What a scumbag. But yet the liberals, they honor him. They'll take his money. They love him. They do. They respect him. They reveal him. They also protect him. He's got warrants out for his arrest in other countries, and he'll never be extradited. I think he just needs to give me $10 million. Heck, give me $5 million. I promise you, President Putin, he will be on your doorstep within a week. I got friends, I got buddies who could take care of it. We'll split it all up. We'll all be happy, and we'll have him on your doorstep. But, it's just amazing. So you don't get to the pinnacle of business and where Trump has gotten to by being a madman. But yet they paint him. They even though he's honest. I mean, even David Axelrod said every president that he worked with, Jeff Gorgon even said this as well. They confirmed this. Every president feels the same way that Donald Trump feels. The problem is with Donald Trump is that he doesn't have a filter, right? He's going to come out and say what he believes is true. And what has happened is the left and the media has taken that and they've learned how to exploit that. They learned how, going back to my when I was talking about the mayor and everything, I mean, what Donald Trump said about Obama administration monitoring his calls and everything is true. They were indirectly. So, yeah, it wasn't like Obama was listening on the other end of the phone, but I don't think that's what Trump meant. I think what Trump meant is what Trump meant is that the fact that the Obama administration intercepted, they paid their lackeys or got their lackeys to intercept phone conversations and communications under the guise of Russian intelligence or whatever it is. And then that information was disseminated, through the political operatives all the way out through the press. And it was, Obama knew about it. Obama could have, they talk about Obama and his control and, all this stuff. He knew exactly what was going on. He could have put an end to it. If he had any morals, any sense of right and wrong, he could have said, look, this is wrong. You don't do that as president and commander in chief. You just don't do that. That's not what we're about, right? But no, he didn't do that. He allowed it to happen. So he's culpable. There's a legal term. He was culpable in that. And that's what Trump picked up on. So, but like I said, is that I think the play here, people, is that they are doing everything possible to discredit President Trump before he actually releases what eventually he will find out to be true. He will. As president of the United States, you learn the little dirty secrets. It's kind of like the skull and bones, even more so. Talk about secret societies. There's only been 45. There's only been 45 presidents in the whole history of the United States. It is an exclusive group of individuals. It's very exclusive, highly exclusive. And these individuals know pretty much everything. And I believe there's a lot of information that's probably being withheld from the president of the United States just because of that simple reason. Because I think the foreign intelligence community and all the different organizations are scared to death what he will do when he gets this information. Think about it. Think about it. If he gets the information on 9/11, being a New Yorker, being, someone who watched those towers fall, who witnessed the devastation firsthand. We all did on TV and we get upset and stuff, but who actually witnessed it, who saw it, who actually participated in the recovery of New York City and everything, only to find out that your government was involved. Do you not think that he will come out and say something? Do you not think that will happen? The fact that you have Kennedy, maybe we might find out the truth of who actually did kill President Kennedy, if it's known. I think if it's documented anywhere, I think President Trump will tell us. Because I think he's that type of person. He doesn't have a filter. And he wants to shoot the American people straight. Now, does he bend it a little bit? Yeah, he does. I get it. But if he stood up there and he told the American people, look, the Federal Reserve, the IRS, is a scam. It was a scam that was perpetrated in 1913. It was a group of bankers got together and they conspired to take over the financial and banking institutions of the United States. And if he got up there and he said that and he explained it to the American people, there'd be rioting in the streets. And the fact that all of these politicians allowed it and continue, I mean, how can you be a person of conscience knowing that information? I mean, that's why I would never make a great politician, because I know the truth. And every chance I get, I wouldn't be getting up there and talking about, oh, I don't honor this president. I don't, respect this president. I don't vote for this president. I wouldn't be up there. Every chance I got, every time I got in front of the camera, I would be talking about the Federal Reserve and how they are a sham, a Ponzi scheme, and they are the root of most of the evils in the world, the bankers. Yeah, I would never make it through the door. I know that maybe there would be people that would vote for me and believe that, but I promise you I would never do it. I mean, I think the only reason why President Trump actually got elected is because he caught him off guard. He caught him off guard. In their hubris and in their arrogance, there was no way. They were celebrating the fact that we were going to have Clinton in the White House again. They were watching this. They didn't realize that it was still the ninth inning. Have you ever watched? Yeah, I'm a Green Bay Packer fan. You see what Brett Favre? You see what Aaron Rodgers did to a couple teams there? 2 seconds left, threw the football. Everybody thought they were going to win, not the Packers, but the other team. And Aaron Rodgers threw the football with only a few seconds left. Threw it 60, 70 yards for the touchdown. And he didn't do it just once. He did it like 3 times last season. You remember that? And I think that's exactly what happened with President Trump. They were celebrating. I mean, the videos are clear. They were celebrating their supposed victory, right? And Trump, President Trump, the American people spoke. And I know a lot of people are sitting there and say, well, he didn't win the popular vote. I don't know about that. I don't know what the popular vote is. I can tell you this, we are fascinated by the supposed manipulation of Russia on our election system. And there was no manipulation, none whatsoever. That has pretty much been proven. That they did not hack into any election system, and they did not alter any votes. They did not do that. Now, what was done was the Department of Homeland Security, and there's lawsuits. Google it, put it in the Googler. So it's been scrubbed probably. But there are lawsuits from the Carolinas and various other states in which someone at the Department of Homeland Security broke into or tried to hack into the election system of those states. And they don't know, they were unsuccessful, but they don't know what they did. But you talk about election manipulation. I mean, look at the CNN contributor, the Democratic operative who gave the questions, the questions from the debate to Hillary Clinton. Is that not manipulation? But yet, where's the outcry? There's no outcry. Where's the investigation? Where's the arrest? There's nothing there. But yet we'd rather focus on Russia, because what they're trying to do, like I said, they're trying to discredit the president as much as they can. They're looking for a way of getting him out of office because they are afraid of what he will discover. And the other part, the reason why they're trying to discredit him is because once he discovers it, they're going to say, look, he's a flaming loon. He's nuts. He's crazy. He's lost his mind. Put that man in a straitjacket. That's the play. That's what they're doing. In my moment of clarity, just mark my words, that's what they're doing. They are so scared. They are so scared of what this president, what Donald J. Trump will discover and eventually disclose. And during my weekend of clarity and everything, I did, I had one more thing I want to add as we wrap up our show here. Don't get caught up in all of this hype. Don't let it get you down. Stay the course. Don't let it distract you. Have you ever noticed that when you are heading towards a place or a position of righteousness, and I use that word in the sense where you're doing what you need to do, when you're maybe saving for something that you really need, not something that you want, but something, maybe that new house that you need for your family, to provide for your family, to put a beautiful roof over their head. You ever notice that there's always a distraction there? There's always a temptation. There's always something to pull you away from your goal. There always is. I mean, think about it. The reason why we have goals is so that we can focus like a laser beam on an objective. If we didn't have goals, we would be all over the place. Maybe your education, whatever it may be, that's what drives you into a direction. Those people that without goals and everything just kind of wander aimlessly through the night. They're trying to figure it out, right? But the thing is, or they look at other people. They look at other people to give them their goals, their marching orders, their tickets, and everything. But I'll tell you, is that you gotta, in my clarity, gotta have a goal. You gotta move towards it. You cannot be discouraged. You cannot let them discourage you. And that was one of the things. And I noticed that the news cycles, they're there to discourage you. They're there to distract you. They are there to keep us at each other's throats, which is a form of distraction. Us versus them. So as I leave here today, this is what I want you guys to do. You still got to stay informed. Stay right here. We'll shoot you straight. Morning News Radio. Host Jeff Norton on Red State Talk Radio. Stay informed, but cut it back a little bit. Cut it back just a little bit. Ask yourself, what's the distraction here? What are they trying to distract me of? What are they trying not to show me or trying not to allow me to see? Try that for today. The other thing too, remember, when you're getting your cup of coffee, you're at work or whatever, walk up to someone who maybe you might have some conflict with, or someone that you just maybe don't get along with. And in a business meeting, in your conference call, or whatever, say, hey, that was a great idea. Pay them a compliment. Maybe a liberal. I know it's hard. You can only judge what is right for you. But maybe a liberal. Maybe you ought to walk up to them and say, hey, look, I don't want to talk to you about politics. What about baseball? You like baseball? Don't talk to them about politics. Talk to them about baseball. Or, hey, how was the family this weekend? Getting gardening done? Getting ready for the spring? Getting ready for summer? Do something like that today. That's my parting word. So with that, we will be back tomorrow, 6 a.m. Join us here at the Red State Talk Radio. I am your host, Jeff Norton, and this is Morning News Radio. Take care, be well, and hopefully we will talk again tomorrow.